We are watching Tropical Depression Alex as it continues to churn over the Yucatan. Across this area, we are anticipating that it's going to dump anywhere from, say, 4 to 8 inches of rainfall. But there are going to be areas that see even higher amounts than that, especially some of the higher terrain where we could see upwards to 15 inches. Unfortunately, that could lead to some mudslides, flooding across the area. Right now, we've got those top sustained winds at 35 miles per hour, and it is moving to the west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. We are expecting that this is going to reemerge over the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to continue this afternoon to move across the Yucatan, and then as we go into the late afternoon, evening hours, we are going to see that then coming out here over the open water. In the meantime, dumping all of that rain across this area, and that'll probably continue into parts of Monday before that settles down. As far as where we're going to be watching this once it enters into the Gulf, you can see the potential track coming in here. Right now, it looks like somewhere between South Texas and Mexico. Those are the coastal areas that we will be watching for the impact of this system, and it will be later in the week that we see this. In fact, you can see that as we go from Wednesday into Thursday, that's when we're going to find that this will be approaching land, and at that time we are anticipating that this very likely could be a hurricane at that time. Now, whether it's a hurricane or a tropical storm, it's still going to be really churning up the waters in these areas, and we still have concerns for the Gulf spill area, because even with this system tracking to the west, it still is going to really swell up these waters in this area, and that's going to send more of that oil, unfortunately, into some of the coastal areas. Now, as far as how strong this system could be, well, if it takes a more southerly track, it's not going to have as long to intensify. It'll be a shorter distance. It'll be in the water for a shorter amount of time, but it's going to travel a lot farther if it goes more toward the northern end of this, and that is when it could potentially strengthen to a Cat 1 or even a Cat 2 hurricane. Again, we'll have to wait and see exactly what that path is, but this is the area that we're following very closely.